Over a year ago, while out in Goit Forest, near Buxton, the Winter Realm investigation team bumped into another team called Beyond the Realm Paranormal. At the time, they mentioned the area in and around Alton in Staffordshire, where they usually investigate, which piqued my interest. After a few phone calls, we decided to meet up. We ended up meeting in a village called Cotton, while the team showed us around, before going over to the village of Alton, to the old rail station. When we got to the rail station, I interviewed the team about the things that have happened to them in and around the areas that they investigate.
So I'm Nick, and this is Nod, and then you've got Jess and Anthea. We are called Beyond the Realm Paranormal. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
We try and investigate as many places as we can around the country, but we do like sticking to the rural places, so any woodlands, abandoned farmhouses.
Alton's one of the favourites because we just get like a constant supply of activity every time we come. Under the bridge has probably been the biggest hit for us, and maybe up on the station as well. Going back to YouTube and Facebook, there is a clip on there where I get pushed, where you were recording at the time, and you see this white mist come into shot. And I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I think it was from that night on, which is what made us keep coming back. And yeah, it's just become like a second home. Yeah, last summer and the summer before, we were under the bridge, and I'd say it was hitting 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were all stood this end of the tunnel, and we were doing a live feed on Facebook. And then in the distance, coming from down that way, there was the sound of a train horn, and then followed by the sound of a chugging sound. And everybody on the live feed was commenting, saying, "Where's that train coming from?" And we were like, "We don't know, because this closed in 1965, 64. So that was probably one of the most memorable ones for us. Yeah, so we were stood at the far end of the tunnel, which is closer to what was the station and the platform. So at this far end, you've got the platform and the old station house. And I think that there used to be a baggage lift here, and we were this end, but that end of the tunnel takes you to another village called Denniston, and it was coming from that end, which just makes no sense at all, really, of why we heard it, because there's no running train lines in this area apart from this one that was here.
It's quite good how your viewers at the time, they heard it. Did they hear it before you noticed it?
When we heard it, we were all looking at each other, and then people were just commenting, saying, "Where's the sound of that train coming from?"
But we also felt a draft coming through here at the same time.
Yeah, and that was a summer's night, and there was no draft, there was no wind.
Up at the pub as well. It was about 2 in the morning and we did it at the same time.
Yeah, we did, yeah. We've heard it about I want to say 3 times in total, haven't we?
Yeah.
So this end where we were stood, past the station on the bend. We were told when we first started coming here that there's meant to be the ghost of a railway worker with a lantern, and we'd never seen it, and we were coming here for months until one night we did see light, as you can see down there now, the orange light. It was further down the track and on the bend, and it was kind of swinging, and then it just vanished, and we all saw that as well. Yeah, we have got it on video and got a few pictures. We've been investigating down here, like, aren't we? And we went back up to the cars, and this was about, I want to say it's 1 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it? And at the top there's a wall with a big drop into the bushes and the trees, and we were all stood by that wall, just having a recap of what had happened that night. And what sort of noise was it that you heard over that wall? Do you remember?
It's like a growl.
It was almost like a grunt and growl. Yeah, it sent everybody running to the cars, but I actually came to the drop of the bridge to have a look over onto the old railway track, and I could hear movement in the bushes, and I panned my torch over, and I saw something white, like on its hands and knees, like hands and feet kind of thing, crouched over, and it kind of turned its head at me, and I just remember it having really long limbs, and it was like a grey, pale colour with black veins was running through all of its body. And we didn't come back for about 2 or 3 weeks after that. It scared me that bad. But yeah, I'll never forget it.
You spoke to someone who saw the same thing. How did you come across this person?
Someone I used to work with, Alton Towers, I messaged her just out of the off chance and asked her if she had experienced anything coming, because she used to take Red Road, which is a little lane that goes from here to the next village, and if she'd had anything weird late at night, and she said that she saw a pale, tall figure run across the road in front of a car, and I didn't tell her what I'd seen that night. When she said that, obviously just confirmed what I'd seen.
So we investigated a couple of farmhouses that are named for people past. They were left abandoned for quite some time. They've recently been built and they're being renovated at the minute. We were investigating in one of the buildings and we were downstairs when we heard a really big bang, and when we went upstairs there was drag marks and there was like a clay, really big rock in the middle of the floor that had been thrown. So we all came downstairs into the main part of the building, started to do some experiments there. We got some, we interacted with what we think was a child kicking, holding in a little deflated football towards one of the team members, and then as that was happening, there was banging of doors upstairs. We had to then, it was so loud and so aggressive that we had to all run out of the building, and then we were having rocks thrown at us as we were leaving the premises. As we were running, rocks, huge rocks were just being pelted at us.
We thought at first it might have just been someone prattling around, but where it was in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of, nothing for miles, and it had you in tears as we left nearly, didn't it?
Yeah,
because it was that scary.
The last one behind.
I don't think we've experienced activity on that scale since. We called it the Poltergeist Farmhouse.
And have you been back since?
Yeah, the other week, and it's getting broad.
Yeah, the security of the property, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, under here, where we are now, it was so quiet, and there was an extra voice of this lady humming, like, and we were stood, we've got it on the EP, and this is going to sound really strange, but an old-fashioned doorbell sound coming through the brick wall, and we were just so amazed, and
yeah, we had that on the photo. I think that's got that on the photo, so we didn't ask her for it.
We've also got you and one of the young team members, Rich, walking underneath this tunnel, and in between both team members, you can see the monk's full figure and Rome walking between both members of the team, and it goes on for about 1.5 minutes.
We thought it was like, is it called double exposure at first, but it wasn't, because whatever it was between us was not wearing what I was wearing or what
Wasn't at this time.
Rich was wearing. It's just weird. But this has been the hotspot for us, and it always has been.
Andrea, sometimes when we bring people, like the people that we know. They don't like staying down here for very long, either because of the atmosphere or because they think it's too boring, but they can just like stick it out. You get so much fun.
Yeah.
God most activity for me. And I mean, we've even been to the point where we've been sat on the station, what used to be the platform, and in front of us was a table. We'd have K2 meters on the table that were literally floating in the air and going up to bed.
When she says floating, she doesn't mean like levitating. There was an instant where it was about, I don't know, that far off the table, and we all saw it for a second. And that is on video, but we're going to have to try and find it and get it uploaded, because he definitely left the table. 100% left the table. Yeah.
Have you ever spoken to the locals about things that have gone on around here? And I'd come back from them.
There's been a few.
We wanted to try and investigate the castle, obviously. And when you called up, what did you say? I don't want to disturb what's already.
Don't want to anger the spirit that's already in the castle. And then I phoned, it was when we were planning on doing like a documentary about the village. I phoned the local shop, and I basically said, like, have you ever experienced anything, maybe paranormal or anything else? And she said, not so much paranormal. I don't know what she meant to say, but she said I've experienced stuff that I'm not going to go into detail about, and then she phoned out on me, didn't she? So there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Some talk about it and some don't.
The next bit is from the village of Cotton in the wooded area around there, where the team have had other encounters, which they speak about as we're walking round.
Yeah, Wood Farm, which is in Alton Village, there was a guy who works for this farmer, and he was up there, he was about waking up there till about midnight on a winter's night, and he was driving back home with his dad, and there was this black thing in the middle of the road hunched over, and he put his full beam on, and he said his full beam just wasn't picking it up, so he knocked it back to his normal lights, and he said it stood up, and he said it was airy, and he said it had something under its arm, and he said he thought it was a roll of carpet at first, and he noticed it was a dead sheep, and he said it was that tall, whatever it was, you know, like your farmers' fences have the 3 strands of barbed wire, it just stepped over the fence.
Wow.
But his dad's in his 70s, and his dad said to him, like, never won't go down that road ever again on the way home, and they haven't, so.
And there's a photo of this.
The drawing he did for me, Nick.
Right, that's the drawing, right. Sorry, I'm getting mixed
at least
up.
it gives you an idea what's going through your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the only way I could describe it.
Yeah.
It's dark as well. But
It's not like me for not sending it, but just doing stuff in and out. And forgot to send it, Nick.
Last time I was here, we saw a cat, and it was a big cat, wasn't it? But it was
that's
physical.
been seen round here numerous
Yeah,
times.
so there's a
the big
cat
black
roaming
cats.
Black,
I think
yes.
that a lot of
Sent it, Nick.
big cats
Right, thanks.
hybridising with domestic cats as
Oh,
well.
right. Well, this was like that. I think they used to keep them as pets, you know, and they just let them out.
They did during the war, didn't they?
That Dangerous Animals Act came out and they had
Yeah.
to release them all before they all got fined, so they just let them all go.
Well, that's been seen round here about 6 times already this year now.
Shall we go there?
Yeah, come on, it's yours.
Yeah. so when we've come down here, this is where we've been.
Hang on, let's get Nick Bowery on there.
And we've had everything happen here. And straight off down there where the rocks are, we've had, what did we have down there one night? There was that orange light, wasn't there, that's normally on the road.
We've seen the orange light a few times down there in Uppbeat.
Yeah, and people say that's meant to be the ghost of the monk with the lantern. So people have said, and we have seen an orange light, but we didn't really go over, did we? And it did vanish after about 10-15 minutes.
And there was no figure holding the light?
No, it was, so as far as you can see down, it was about this high off the ground.
Yeah.
And we saw it coming up and it stopped on the bend down there. And it just kind of fizzled out, it just gone. It's just an orange light, wasn't it?
Oh, like on big railings.
All the stones that we've had thrown at us.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Because you've had thrones and rocks thrown at you, haven't you, in that other wood that we camped out in that night.
Which wood's that? The one near you?
No.
Where
the river runs through.
Bummer's Alley, Bummer's Leg by that one.
That's your side of
Where
Lancashire.
I got growled at.
Oh, the Doggers site.
Doggers site, yeah.
Yeah, near Doggers Bridge.
Half one Bummer from.
As soon as you come round and start reaching round, you can feel something all the time. Now I'm feeling everything.
Has anyone, since they've come down here, they felt lightheaded?
Yes.
I am.
I've just said that before to Mick.
You did, yeah.
I'm not light-headed, but I am a little bit positive.
We've had that plenty of times, so when we come down lightheaded.
It's a bit like being drunk and us, isn't it? Like.
So you start at this point, and do you usually get these feelings then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've got a bit of an headache now since we've come down here. It's always down here in Cotton or back under the bridge in Alton.
It's going stronger as well. It feels like something's circling us.
Under the bridge it is at the very heavy.
Yeah, the later it gets, that under the bridge it's a different
It's
ball
been
game.
so bad that it's run us off, hasn't it, where we haven't returned for weeks.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing an overnighter?
What was that?
We have.
No, I heard a
say
squeak.
that.
It was like a squeaky noise.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We did say that we were going to
We
get some
have.
tents and stuff out there, didn't we?
Yeah. So yeah. Iron's Rock as well. That's another location that you'll have to come
That
check out.
does sound interesting, that, yeah.
Where they had the battle, Slain Hollow and Alton, and I think it was year 760. And in the valley in Alton there was a massive battle between King Ina and King Mercia. And up at Ina's Rock is where King Mercia rallied his men for the fight. And there's a plaque and everything. Yeah, I'm glad you felt that, to be fair. This is pretty much everything that we've had when we first ever started going Alton, wasn't it? Having all that.
It's a place where you can go to and you won't come away empty-handed. There's always something going on
Yeah,
there.
it's very strange.
Yeah. I was telling you as well about the sound of the train we caught and the track closed in the 60s. It's on a live feed.
Did you get a light that night when you heard the train?
Yeah,
I think there was one though.
Yeah, there was a light at the bottom end of the track, remember?
Yeah.
But that's something we've never been able to explain with it closing. I think it was 1965 it closed.
Yeah.
I think it opened in 1870, I want to say, 1880.
What, the station?
Yeah.
It was about 1864, I think.
Yeah.
1864, I think it was.
And then closed.
Changed names as well. It was opened as Alton, and then it was changed to Alton Towers.
Yeah. And Alton as well was originally known as Alberton. And then the village changed its name as well hundreds of years ago. So yeah, it's a really interesting place. I think we'll get quite a lot, to be honest.
I always get a
Staffordshire
feeling.
Council Trust owned that now.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
Yeah, what was that?
That was something up there, yeah.
But I do always get a feeling like we're being watched from over there.
Yeah, should we do a lights out?
Can we do a lights out?
Just wait a minute.
Do you want to do a lights out?
Yes.
Well, let's do a lights out.
Cool.
See, I've got that on tape. Tape, on tape, on tape, on tape.
Oh, long old.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Right. If anything does happen, this will pick it up. Oh.
You know how you can see the wall here?
Yeah, we brought the SLS down here because it's not raining.
Country road on. Just at the very end there, as far as you can see up on the bank, is where we've had the orange light. And it come just past these first few trees on the road and then stopped. Because we went up and drove down, thought, well, who the bloody hell's around? It's 1 o'clock in the morning and there's nowhere to go and there was nothing there. So, yeah.
The feelings intensify with the lights out.
Yeah.
Sorry, but can you say that again? No, about what you experienced here with the lights.
Oh, the light on the road?
Yeah.
So, in the far corner, where the wall runs along here, where the road is, we were down here one night and there was I can only describe that as a lantern, like you. It was like a lantern, orange, and it was on the corner here, and it came past the first few trees and then just fizzled, it just vanished. So we went back up to the car, got in, drove down, and there was nobody about, and there's nowhere for nobody to go either.
Is that a dead end down there?
No. So if you go down there, you've got Cotton College and Cotton Cemetery.
Yeah.
And then you keep going further and you've got a couple of houses and a farm, and it becomes more of a country road again with nothing around.
Right.
And it just takes you to different villages.
Yeah, it can do, yeah.
So this is the spot here where Nod was on about when we came to the end, and it was later than this, but we had a torch down here and there was someone, they were all in black and they were running left to right.
That grass was a lot longer and you could just see this black thing running.
And it was a person, it was on 2 legs, and we were like, well, who the bloody hell's that at this time of night? It was a winter's night.
Did they approach you?
I don't know, there was no one else around.
Depends how fast it was moving though.
It was quick. They were running quick, weren't they?
Yeah.
That gets your answer. You're not going to run quick through waist-high grass, are you? Really? No. And you'd hear it.
I suppose that's a good point. We didn't see nothing, did we? We could see it, but didn't hear nothing.
What was that then?
I thought I was going to fall over then. What? That's what?
I thought you heard a twig snap down there. Did you throw some at?
No. Well, I've had this happen to me before.
Oh, you lot?
Did you hear something growl?
I heard something snap down there, a twig snap.
It's just come out Spirit to talk or agree.
We heard like a growl, but it's guttural growl down there.
Bloody hell,
I'm not getting anything.
I'm getting pins and needles, mate. You've had to do something.
I've had them down my back since down there.
Have you?
All down my back, yeah.
They're all down front
And I don't get, you know me, I don't get this.
Just when I've walked up here now, they just hit front of me.
Yeah.
I heard a twig snapping there or something.
No,
like
you
heard.
And that was probably around the same time that we heard a growl down here as well. Because we'd seen...
Yeah?
Yeah, just check on that date.
Sorry?
What date was that?
I'm coming. What's up?
Well, we came up here because we heard a gate clink, but there's nothing to clink it, and Leon's tried to replicate the sound, and then we've all heard the growl over here. And you've got the psionics.
What, sorry?
Growl up here.
A growl?
Yeah.
Hopefully Leon's got the recording.
Heard it.
Deep growl, loud or...
Yeah. I was rolling. Yeah, I got a good.
That was me.
Okay.
It stopped us all in our
Seriously?
tracks.
Yeah, after clink.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
yeah.
clink that we can't find where it came from. And then we were,
I'll definitely get it on there so that
oh, I hope so.
this is running.
No, there is no eye shine anyway. Yeah.
Let's walk a bit further up.
Yeah, that's
I'm not feeling anything now.
You're not. You will do. Because we're being loud.
Don't forget to look up in the trees as well.
Have you caught anything on there?
I don't know. I won't know until I look back, really.
It's really weird. It seems to have gone again.
What's that there?
A bit of heaviness on the top of my head.
On your left now is the church that we've turned into offices, which used to be the church for the actual college.
Was it medieval?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It probably was built on a previous...
Spirit talker, that's all.
There was something before Cotton College.
Oh, can you not go in?
No.
You can go in the church now.
It might have been a monastic house or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
It probably was looking
another
at.
thing as well, in Cotton, there was an abbey for monks, and it moved in 1066 to Croxton Abbey, which is, the ruins are still there, but the weird thing is with Cotton Abbey, nobody actually knows where it once stood. There's no evidence of it, but it was here somewhere.
So there's written evidence, but no one.
So there is medieval history here, plenty of it, but
What's this now? Is this the college?
that's
No,
the
it's
church
offices
that
and
was
that.
part of Cotton College, which is now offices.
That paper mill, I tried it in mine to try and work out where the infrared lights were.
Whoa.
I wasn't noticed because it was behind them.
Stone.
Someone got
Someone
chucked.
hit the fence.
Stone, that.
Field, from the field.
From the field?
I just turned the bloody camera off then.
And I were walking forward.
Touchman.
It's not a cow, is it?
What colour is it?
Don't know, so it's right in the middle of my beam now.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Left.
There. Is that not a sign or something?
No,
No.
go
No,
further
it
left.
blinked.
I can't because I've got a branch.
No one can see what peeking through the hedge.
The green
Oh yeah.
there now.
There.
Wow.
Two eyes looking at us now.
That's
Is it a horse or a cow?
Could be a horse.
The only thing we normally have over here is sheep.
That's high up.
What?
that's
Something over here going.
quite big for a.
There.
Why is it doesn't? Oh, it's not
I think
moving
it's
though.
a cow, isn't it? It's a horse or a cow.
It's blinking.
It will do. You blink if I put this in your hands.
Oh God, that is.
It's Lee.
Yeah.
Can you shine on it again a minute? I'm zooming in.
Are you picking up on that?
Yeah, I'm zooming right into it.
Say not spirit talker, go away.
Just shine on it. Oh,
It's black, isn't it?
it's an horse.
It's an horse.
Yeah, it's an horse.
With eyes.
Is it not open?
No, it's never open.
No, that's a shame.
No, it isn't. I thought I heard a voice say cleaner.
Really?
Yeah. We've caught shadows in the windows before and things.
Yeah, watch that one. Watched it.
Oh, have you watched it?
I've not seen that one. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
The crypt round the back.
Can you get into crypt?
Yeah, you could do with it when we're down here. But this big red spider's in there. So Nick can go. He'll squeeze. Don't tell him what's
Ah, right.
Oh, it's way open. It's never been that open before.
Cottery in there.
Let me get my torch out.
Ooh, it smells musty. Oh, cool.
It is cool in here. It's lovely down here.
Deep blue bones.
There's a family in there, isn't there?
Yeah. Tell you what, it'd be great to have a little camp out in here.
Yes, there is. That would make a fucking belting video.
Wouldn't it?
What is it, that thing?
Nothing on our backs, have we? No?
Spiders.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
Or demons.
Demons, spiders.
Spiders.
There was the builders in broad daylight, they were obviously doing the work, and at the front of the building, one of the builders called the manager over and said, "You're going to have to go up and get that lady out." And he was like, "Well, what lady?" I think he pointed up to the 3rd floor, and he said, "Well, there's no floor, there's no floorboards, it's all gone." And this builder saw this woman in the window, and he refused to go back and work there.
That's this building here.
Yeah, one of them windows up there.
That's like an attic, or just a bit lower down. Or right at the top.
Right at the top.
Well, that's more like an attic, isn't it?
It was either there or the building a bit further along, but she was in the window looking down at him, and he said, "There's a woman in the building." And he said, "Well, there can't be, because there's no flooring that high up."
So there's no floorboards there?
Not that high up, but I believe there is on the middle floor.
So what are they doing? Are they knocking this down?
No, they're not allowed, because it's listed.
Alright, so they just...
The sign said it's going to be offices to the holiday lets.
Yeah.
So they're actually doing it up?
Well,
or is that just a church?
It's been like this for over 5 years with all the building materials and nothing's been done, so I don't know if they ran out of money.
They've got to get the right brick and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot messing around.
Because when you look at like round the cabin and all that with the security light, it doesn't look like there's been much movement.
All them building materials are still in the same place as they were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Weird. What was that?
What was that then? Yet again, no camera on it. Well, it won't spit that up anyway. It was over there somewhere.
Well, where did you hit? Yeah. Yeah, I thought they were over there.
And we have had the church lights come on from the inside as well when we've been here.
That's unusual.
This window.
This
one here on the inside's come on before.